Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Trudy's life is on the line in Chicago PD Season 12, Episode 11, Preview. It's time for the first One Chicago crossover event in 5 years, and it's already shaping up to be a 3-hour movie. Get ready for Chicago PD Season 12, Episode 11. The promo covers the entire 3-hour event. Everything will start with a new episode of Chicago Fire, and then we'll get med and end with PD. However, it's not going to feel like we're going from one show to the next as these crossovers have felt in the past. This is going to be more like the most recent 3-way crossover. We'll see our favorite characters interact throughout the 3 episodes. They are all focused on not just saving innocent people, but also their own. Ruzek and Trudy's lives are on the line in Chicago PD Season 12, Episode 11. As we focus on the Chicago PD characters, we're most worried about Ruzek and Trudy. Trudy is in the hospital at one point, and she's struggling to make it. There's a moment where Trudy seems to collapse, but it's not clear if this is what leads to her being in the hospital. Poor Mouch though, he calls out to his wife. We've seen this the other way around, and Mouch probably never thought his desk sergeant wife would end up being at the risk of death. He'll need all the support he can get. It's not just Trudy though. Ruzek is on the train with Kid. We learn that there's been some sort of gas explosion, and the train was supposed to be the safest place. Only, it's not. Kid tells Ruzek that they're going to run out of air. Can Firehouse 51 get to the train in time? Severide and Burgess will both want to make sure their significant others are saved. That's going to be their driving force, and Burgess is likely to have to put all her faith into Severide and Firehouse 51 to get Ruzek for her. Take a look at the promo and synopsis for Chicago PD Season 12, Episode 11, and the whole crossover event. The episode opens on a quiet night at District 21. Sergeant Trudy Platt is stationed at her desk, finishing the last of her paperwork. Her dry wit is on full display as she barks at a rookie officer fumbling with his report. "You spill one more cup of coffee on my desk, and I'll make you write parking tickets for the next month," she quips, smirking as the officer stumbles away. It's classic Trudy, tough, sharp, and in control. But the peace of the district is shattered when a call comes in about a hostage situation at a nearby high-rise. The offender is armed, unpredictable, and has a chilling message for the Chicago PD. "If you want these people to live, send me someone who understands loyalty." The demands are cryptic, but there's a twist. He insists on negotiating with Platt, someone he claims to know. Hank Foyt is immediately suspicious. Platt doesn't do fieldwork, he growls, pacing in the intelligence unit's bullpen. But when Trudy hears the suspect's name, Derek Madsen, her face pales. The room goes silent as she explains that Derek was a former informant from her patrol days, a man she once trusted but who vanished after a botched operation years ago. The team scrambles to piece together Derek's history. Jay Halstead and Haley Upton dig into his file, uncovering a trail of petty crimes that escalated to armed robbery. But Derek's psych profile reveals something darker. He has a history of paranoia and a deep-seated grudge against law enforcement. Kim Burgess, Trudy's closest ally, pushes back against the idea of Trudy getting involved. "We can't let him use you like this," Kim pleads, her voice cracking. "You've done enough for this city." Despite the team's objections, Trudy insists on going. "This is personal," she says, her voice steady but resolute. "I was the one who recruited Derek. If he's spiraling, I need to be the one to pull him back." The tension is palpable as Trudy gears up. Kevin Atwater gives her a bulletproof vest, muttering, "I don't like this, Platt. You're the glue that holds this place together." Trudy brushes him off with a tight smile, though her eyes betray a flicker of fear. The hostage scene is chaotic. The high-rise is cordoned off, with SWAT teams and negotiators stationed outside. Trudy approaches the building, her heart pounding in her chest. Inside, Derek has barricaded himself and several terrified hostages in a conference room. He's armed with a semi-automatic rifle and a seemingly endless supply of rage. The walls are plastered with photos of Trudy from her patrol days, a chilling reminder of how deeply he's fixated on her. "Platt, is that you?" Derek's voice crackles through the building's intercom. He sounds both furious and desperate. "You abandoned me, left me to rot. You owe me." Trudy steps forward, her hands raised. Derek, I didn't abandon you. You made choices. But I'm here now. Let's talk. The confrontation is tense. Derek accuses Trudy of betraying him, blaming her for the years he spent on the run. His paranoia has twisted his memories, and he's convinced himself that she set him up. Trudy listens, her voice calm but firm. I never betrayed you, Derek. I fought for you when no one else would. But you can't undo the past by hurting innocent people. Meanwhile, the intelligence unit is working furiously behind the scenes. Adam Ruzick and Kim Burgess infiltrate the building through an underground service tunnel, while Halstead and Upton monitor from the outside. Voight, ever the strategist, watches from the command center, his jaw clenched. We're not losing her, he growls. Not on my watch. As Trudy continues to negotiate, she learns the true reason for Derek's breakdown. His younger brother, who Trudy once helped arrest, was killed in prison. Derek blames Trudy for the arrest and has been spiraling ever since. You ruined my family, he shouts, his voice cracking with emotion. I didn't ruin your family, Derek, Trudy counters, her voice tinged with compassion. I tried to save it, and I'm trying to save you now. But you have to let these people go. Just as it seems Derek might be softening, the situation takes a deadly turn. One of the hostages attempts to escape, and Derek fires his weapon, narrowly missing the man. The gunshot shatters the fragile trust between him and Trudy. SWAT prepares to storm the building, but Voight holds them back. Give her one more chance, he orders. She's got this. Inside, Trudy knows she's running out of time. She steps closer to Derek, her hands still raised. You don't want this on your conscience, Derek. Let the hostages go, and we'll figure this out together. I'll be with you every step of the way. Her words seem to reach him. Derek lowers his weapon, his shoulders slumping, but just as he releases the hostages, one of them panics and shoves him. Derek stumbles, his finger tightening on the trigger. A shot rings out, and Trudy collapses to the floor. Outside, the team hears the gunfire and storms the building. Burgess reaches Trudy first, pressing her hands to a gunshot wound in Trudy's side. Stay with me, Sarge, Kim begs, her voice trembling. You're not going anywhere. Derek is subdued by Ruzick and Atwater, but the focus is on Trudy. Paramedics arrive, and she's rushed to the hospital, her fate uncertain. The team gathers in the waiting room, the usually stoic Voight visibly shaken. She's tougher than all of us, he mutters, more to himself than anyone else. The episode ends on a cliffhanger, with Trudy in surgery and the team grappling with the emotional fallout. Voight, in a rare moment of vulnerability, reflects on what Trudy means to the team. She's more than a surgeon, he tells Halstead. She's family, and we don't let family go. As the screen fades to black, viewers are left wondering, will Trudy survive? And if she does, how will this harrowing experience change her and the team?